Nope, we drive to Minneapolis Wednesday, we fly out Thursday morning.
Where are you flying to?
Bahamas.
Spring break and with all the...
Oh yeah, we're just gonna go crazy.
We just got back from Costa Rica.
And then.
All right, I have 6:30, we will call the meeting to order. Let's start with the pledge.
Let's do it.
We always start with the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Teresa, please take the roll.
Okay, Jones.
Here.
Carlson.
Yes.
Matson.
Here.
Boen.
Yes.
Horacek.
Yes.
Schilling.
Here.
And Klinkhammer.
Here.
Perfect.
All right.
Kuehl is absent with notice, just to say.
Yeah. Do you want to give just a little brief rundown and then we'll start?
Okay, you want me to do that?
Yeah.
Karen's
Well,
the
you
one-
or Karen, either
Karen's the
one.
one that works on it.
Yeah, Karen can, that's
I'm
fine.
supporting her.
Don't you fight for it.
Go ahead.
You have a good spiel in the beginning. I don't know if I have a good spiel. So this is the equalization meeting. All of you are members of the equalization board, and includes one member from the school district, since any changes in taxes affects the school district as well. The mayor presides, but he also is a voting member, and he can make motions and
One time.
vote just like anybody else, because he's a member of this board now. People come here that get their assessments from the county. The county does all the assessments, the city doesn't. Those get sent out to all the residents. If they believe their assessment is not correct, then they got a chance to come, they have to come to the local board first, which is us, and appeal it. The decision you make here, and basically you can decide to, change it, make it lower, keep it the same, or we can defer it to the county if we think there's an issue going on there that the county should look at that, we can address. So those are kind of your 3 action items you can do. If you do make a motion for a change, you have to have a reason behind it, because we have to put that reason on the forms that we send to the county. Then it goes to the county. If the property owner is not happy with the decision here, whatever it may be, they always can appeal to the county. So we're the first step, we're not the last step. They always have the chance to go to the county after this meeting if they're not happy with this decision, or if we defer it to the county. And they will get notice in writing from us of when that county meeting is and when that date is. Keep in mind that this meeting, whatever we do here, it's only good for 1 year. So basically, next year when the assessments come out again, the county will reassess it. Usually it'll probably go up even then some more, because they're figuring 2 years in there now. So just keep that in mind as you're thinking of your decisions as well. Like I said, anything you do here does change the assessment, does change the taxes brought into the city. But there are some things that we have in the past come across. There's some discrepancies. The county may not have the correct information, the correct square footage or whatnot. So, it is good that we have this process, so, property owners get a chance to kind of, present what they think is right. The whole point of this board is to, basically, it's called equalization, because we want to kind of look at the property values in their neighborhood to see if they're on line with the other properties in the neighborhood. County uses sales data because they go by market value, so they look at past sales data, they look at the property itself, the lot size, the square footage of the house, amenities in the house. That's all figured into their formula they have. We don't have that formula, so we don't know how they come up with their assessment, but they've got a whole, formula of how they calculate everything. Besides that, is there anything I'm missing, Karen?
Hartford is broken into 4 neighborhoods.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
They kind of look at that too. Oaks being the older neighborhood in town. Homes in there are usually a little older, and so their values is lower. So when they're comparing properties, they compare per neighborhood too. So it's Oaks, Turtle Creek, which is kind of the southeast part of town. Ironwood, which would be like the northern golf course area, and then Crestwood, which is kind of the southwest part of town. My directions are
Yep.
my hand
No,
signals.
no, you're,
So just to keep that in line too when you're,
yeah, because they try to compare within the neighborhood you're in, so the 4 different areas versus comparing somebody on the south side of town with somebody in the older neighborhood or whatnot instead, so.
All right,
Okay.
Good enough.
That covers it.
thank you. So we're close to 6:35. Are you, Charlene?
I am.
Step on up to the podium. Name and address if you can, that way they'll have it on the record.
Char Fiegen, Charlene Fiegen. I'm at 738 Shamrock Drive.
All right. So,
Have
go
you-
ahead.
Have you read my stuff, or should I just?
We did, but you can summarize in your application, you can say whatever you'd like to say.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I have two sort of key points. Number one is I purchased my home in 2023. It was the height of a very competitive seller's market. If you were trying to buy a home at that time, it was rather limited, including in Hartford. I believe there was actually only 2 homes for sale that had enough bedrooms for my kids and myself at that time. And it was also a time where people were making above offer or above asking price offers. So I actually did purchase the house sight unseen because I was on a vacation, and when it came up that it was available, I just jumped on it. And also just, I guess for some background, with my son's cancer diagnosis, it was like really imperative that we get to town. We had previously lived out in Canastota on an acreage. So the market pressure had inflated the sales prices across the region. At that time, it was the only 4-bedroom available on the market. But I would say after purchasing it again sight unseen, my purchase price definitely does not reflect the actual market value of that home. Similar neighborhood homes, which are many years newer than mine and also in better condition, have valuations of what, anywhere from $150,000 to $400,000 less than my home. So I did provide you with just a grouping, and it took me like 10 minutes to find these, so I guess if you want more, I could get more. I did not print out like each of the items because I got them off the Equalization website and assumed you had access to that. But the average valuation of a 5-bedroom, 3-bath home in Hartford is $330,000, and mine is at the top of the list here at $600,422. So I'm just asking for some consideration to have that lowered to something a little more reasonable and in the ballpark of my neighborhood. One of these is actually my neighbor's home at $419,000, and they have 3 levels. I have 2. They have more bedrooms. They have more bathrooms, and they're right next door. But it is 6 years newer than my home, and that's kind of the case along that entire street. I know Shamrock is a nice location, and I'm not going to argue that. However, when I look at all the homes in the area, mine is actually one of the oldest and was one of the first ones built. The others that are in that same block are all like, mine's 2014 build. These other homes are more like 2019, 2020. I mean, even the folks behind me, they just moved in like a few weeks ago. So, I mean, I guess I'm open to questions.
Anybody got any questions?
What was your, and I'm going through the paperwork here,
Mhm.
what did the county give you for, essentially for the value of the property, or of everything?
The assessed
Or
property.
the assessed, yes.
The assessed property valuation is $600,000.
It's right on that first page.
Okay.
Yeah, scroll
In the
up a little.
comparisons.
Go up a little more. Right there.
Right up here.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's mine, and then these other ones are my neighbors, and
Right.
like people who live in the same neighborhood for the most part. I did pick a couple that were like up on Sagehorn Party, just because of, you know, like I said, Shamrock's a nice area with a nice view, and so I wanted to compare homes that also had a nice view that were on a golf course or on like open property with city property adjoining, because I felt like that was probably kind of important, but even though I know the tax assessed value is not supposed to consider anything on the property, but they feel like they do.
Typically, what we do at this board is we listen to everybody's pitch, and then at the end, we go through and we say, what do we want to do about this one, what do we want to do about that one?
Okay.
Just to give you an idea, that's typically how we run this meeting.
Yeah, I mean, I've never done this before.
Yep, no.
I've owned 4 different homes and across kind of Sioux Falls, Harrisburg, Renner, Canastota, and I've never complained about my taxes. I'm usually pretty satisfied with the services that we receive in town. But in this case, I just really felt like there was some good evidence and reasoning.
And what are you, and I appreciate, sorry, what are you looking at? I'm going through the notes here.
So Sean, if you look at the very first page,
I see.
it has what it was last year, what it is this year. It shows, and then the very last column shows what they're requesting.
Okay.
Yeah,
What
that
they're
last column is
requesting.
what they're requesting it to be.
Okay.
So the ones with the picture kind of have the summary. Then your next page for each one of the objections has what the county provided for comps, and then has all the paperwork they submitted.
We only do this once a year, so I'm a little
Yeah.
rusty at reading all of
It's
this.
okay, I know, and last year I missed the cutoff, otherwise I would have been here.
Yep.
But I missed it, and so,
My only comment would be 600 to 330 is a pretty big swing.
yeah.
You know, I don't blame you for swinging for the fences, but that's a pretty good swing.
It is a
Yeah.
good swing, but again, like my neighbor's house is newer, 5 years newer, and it's at 400. So mine being 2014, that means new paint, new carpets, new flooring, a new furnace. I've had to replace every appliance in the home since purchasing, including the garbage disposal and the garage
The
doors.
furnace?
I think the big thing is.
So I'm just saying, like, if someone were to buy, you know what I mean, like, I've had to do a ton of improvements to make
Right.
it anywhere near what I bought for.
The square footage is significantly larger in your home is
Right.
probably why the assessment's quite a bit higher.
Yep,
I mean, it's 800 square foot.
that's driving some of it.
Yeah, sure.
I mean,
That's also
that,
an 8 by 10 room, right?
right, I mean, that's,
It's an extra bedroom.
Just to put it in perspective.
Right. And I don't know, also owning a 5-bedroom, 3-bath house in Hartford, I don't know that I agree that the average price is 330,000. I don't. Because I can tell you, mine's not. Mine's on the higher end of that.
My colleague just bought a house off of Ramona Drive, split foyer, old house, 3-bedroom, 2 baths. And he closed on, he has the inspection today, but that was 335, and that house was probably built in the 80s.
Well, and the house down the street for me just sold for $327,000
I mean,
with
and again.
4 bedrooms, and
I'm
it's
open to
tiny.
having my neighbors pay more, if that's what the answer is, because.
No, we're not saying, no, we're not, we're just talking, yeah, I mean,
I'm just kind of like, well.
yeah.
Yeah, no,
You know, if all's fair, I receive the same services
Sure.
that they do
I
on
get
the
it.
street.
yeah,
I mean,
And I think in our notes here too, it says like the amenities, you have 2 fireplaces and a wet bar.
True.
That all drives it up.
I mean, it's not really a wet bar, it's a countertop in the basement with a very small sink
Which is a
that
wet bar.
doesn't work, but yes, it's there.
all right. Anybody add, we got to keep
Yeah.
trucking along. Anybody else got any
Appreciate your time.
questions or comments?
No, I was just checking some of the valuations. I mean, clearly I happen to know one of the addresses and it's valued way more than $137,200. So
That's what was located on the website.
On the equalization?
Correct.
Okay.
It's public information on tax assessed values, Minnehaha County, and if you can
Interesting.
search by address or by name. it'll-
I said, look in the roll books right there.
It'll bring
We
it
can
up.
look it up and tell you what it is.
However, it would be, these numbers, I believe, are 2025, because they don't post the new values for
Right.
26 until after April 12th or.
Right.
So which one was it, Cindy?
50214.
It's
That's the
Travis's
one
house.
that you're looking at?
Yeah, it's Travis's
Yeah.
house.
Which one?
I did that on purpose.
50214.
It's not assessed at $100,000.
Yeah.
Well, that number is way low.
Well, it's on the website,
Huh.
so.
Correct.
That's Travis's.
Oh, that's Travis's.
I like to know one of the addresses.
For sure.
But, so yeah, maybe their website is out of date,
Yeah.
but that's really the only, resource that I have.
Yeah, that seems low.
They changed the book, didn't they? It's not, used to be by.
It's not as friendly, it's
Right.
just by name or parcel pretty much now. You can't go, yeah, by the address, which would be nice. No.
There's no way.
Now, his is assessed at $449,105 this year.
Yeah, so if it says 137 on the website,
Yeah.
that is incorrect. Yeah.
But it's not incorrect for 2025.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably
I
incorrect
think
on the
it's incorrect.
website.
They might
Must
have
be
an error in
incorrect
the
on
website, yeah.
Yeah, I was just trying to look up
Because
some
that's
of the
way
other ones
off,
that were there.
yeah.
I mean, even so, that's still
Yeah.
150,000 less. I mean, I'm paying $12,000 a year in taxes. It's just like insane.
All right,
So,
thank you for coming in. All right. Alexander and Sarah Irvine. That you? Come on up to the podium if you want. You can bring them along, that's fine. Turn them loose. We like having kids run around here. How are you? Say your name and address if you can for us.
Sarah Irvine, 1182 Road Trail. I guess I didn't really prepare anything.
No,
to
that's
say
fine.
to you. I just kind of
Okay.
Yeah.
submitted the letter and the information. I wanted to be here if you had any additional
Yeah.
questions.
Yeah. So you've lived there just a year?
Yeah, I just missed the cutoff to do it for
Okay.
last year.
Okay,
We just need to.
yeah. It looks like you did drop this year from last year a little bit. And you're asking for another, basically 50 grand less. Okay. Okay. Yeah, for comparables here.
Yeah, I know, it's what makes her a job, you know, I say this probably every year I've been doing this, is that it's really up to the equalization office to, right, even if we say no, you can still appeal it,
Oh,
right?
yeah, just like I said,
You know, and-
it's still
Right.
can go to the county no
And
matter
so
what
this
we do
is-
here.
But it's interesting, because it's like, I don't know what your house is worth, you know, I don't know what you should or should not pay. I mean,
I guess the main reason I brought it was during the sales, the buying process and everything, and our realtor and the banker and everyone was like, it says pretty high compared to your purchase price. And so that was just why I did some digging on other purchases in our neighborhood for 2025.
Sure.
And so I was just doing it kind of based on a percentage of what we purchased it at compared to the other houses in our neighborhood.
Right.
And then also the fact that we're on the very edge of the development between, we're right behind the coffee cup.
yeah.
Okay.
And so between being across from Sioux Valley Electric, between Sioux Valley Electric, the apartments and the coffee cup,
Yep.
I just think that the location also kind of drives the value of it, which is why it was on the market for as long as it was.
Yeah.
But I also know that it is a large amount of square footage compared to the neighborhood.
Sure. No?
I understand that.
Yep.
You need to run and grab them, it's okay. I think one thing that's interesting about these, every time I get my letter in the mail, because it gives your assessed value, I will, and this is what's interesting, my assessed value, or at least I live in the Oaks Edition, the older houses, you know, and my assessed value is always way lower than what I would ever sell it for. Is anybody, I don't know,
You're in the older, I'm in the
Is it-
older.
no, I'm just curious, like,
I'm in the
like
original.
where you live. like-
I live on Cloverleaf, and
Yeah.
I question if I could, I would sell it for what it's assessed for, probably.
That is
I don't know what I would
interesting,
go
so
on
that, it
for.
is interesting seeing the dynamics between like the different neighborhoods.
Yeah. The problem is if you go to sell it, you can probably still sell it. I mean,
Yeah,
there's, the Hartford market is.
that's why you don't see me
The
at
same
these
reason you
meetings.
ended up buying, because you wanted it here, that's what happens.
All right. Any questions for Sarah? different path, I'm trying to think what drew it past there.
It's on that side
I know where
street.
Sioux Valley is, I know,
There's
yeah.
those residential houses
Yeah,
right to
yeah.
the north there, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
It's just to the north, but yeah. and
Right.
then,
Yes.
Just to the east of the storage
Well, I
unit.
didn't, I stayed out
These
of
are the
there.
storage units? Or
There's
no?
just our
Oh,
house
yeah, yeah.
and one other house that faces south, and that other house is on the market and has been for a little under a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I think the
Facing south,
location
right?
is the worst thing on
Yeah.
those houses.
right.
Yeah.
Um,
Anybody else got any questions? No, I think you both have provided good, good
It's
information.
a lot
to us,
of
so,
information,
yeah.
that's good.
Yeah. Then the power went out, so we couldn't look at anything.
Yeah, I know that I reduced both the land and the building by 13%, and that was just solely in,
Yeah.
just comparative to the other houses and
Right.
sell price.
Yeah,
I know it's, the other houses, I think that were 80 to 85%, and so I did 87, just because I know that I do have a bit more square footage, and our lot is a decent size.
Sure.
There's,
all right. Anybody else, questions, anything? If not, thank you. Like we mentioned earlier, we run through them all and then we talk a little bit and make a decision. Although I'm not acting like I'm running the meeting.
Oh, you can still preside over the meeting, but you just get to do more stuff.
All right. Terry Hagen, you're up next. We know him.
First time in about 15 years I've been here.
Well, you haven't been, it's the first time since I've been here, and I've been here 10.
I've been here a long time.
Yeah,
Terry Hagen, I live at 500 South Fighter. And the lot that I'm questioning here is a vacant lot that's on the south side of the
Right.
farmhouse that's there.
yep, yep,
The only lot that's left down in that neighborhood. And my father-in-law would sell that lot to me when I did all the South Fighter, all the other lots.
yep.
I didn't look today at the chart, but I don't think there's water or sewer to this piece of property. Father-in-law, mother-in-law wanted to keep it with
Okay.
the old house, and that was before we ended up with the house.
So you're nothing off the street. It's running by on the street, but there's nothing running up to the,
South Fighter, all the houses going down Fighter and stuff.
Gotcha.
All the
Okay.
houses. When I started that development down there in 94, 96 is I think when I built the first house down there. Then lots were only like 18,000
okay,
valuation. I didn't pay any attention to this valuation thing until I got it late. It ended up at my other house that I own over on Vandy Mark. That's where half of my mail for some damn reason. I just got it on Friday. So, but anyway, it went from last year, 52,000 up to 62 this year. And I look back at my other paperwork, and in 23, it was at 48, which is ridiculous, but still. When I was doing southeastern estates, all the houses on southeastern and the lots at that time from 2000 to 2007, we started out at 18, we got as high as 26 on the, 06, 07 when the economy went to shit.
right,
And they kept raising this lot up for what we were selling lots behind
on Eastern,
on the eastern or half mile
Right.
of water.
Yeah.
They just, every year they just kept, and we argued because, I mean, it's a 66 footer, everything else down there. Fighter is the old housing district or lots. The old farmhouse was 09, the lots were all plotted at that time, all the way down Fighter. Both sides of the street, they're all 66 foot. Most all the town, old part of town, that's all the lots are. My lot over at 107 South Vandy Mark, where we used to live, 66 foot by 160. And that one is only at 29,868, same size lot. Question you asked, or brought up to the lady about when you look at that book,
Yeah.
and you go through the old parts of town stuff. I used to do this for a lot of elderly people and stuff. I found out years ago I could do this for them. It was crazy. Up in your neighborhood, 18,000, down mine were 26, over here they were 30, and the new parks, Jardines, you know. It's crazy. The gentleman from the tax deal, he was here that night, and I says, why keep raising the houses? They're separate, structures are separate in the lots. Why don't you raise everybody's lot? And if that house burns down, your house burns down, it ain't gonna bring, you're gonna sell that thing for 45,000.
Probably, yeah, probably up there, yeah.
And he said, we don't have enough manpower to
Revalue it or.
revalue it.
Yeah.
If we revaluated all the lots in town up to market value, we don't have to worry about raising taxes in town.
Well, you can use AI now for a
I
lot
mean,
of that
you take
stuff.
29,000 for
Really
my
good.
lot over there,
Be careful what you.
I wouldn't sell it for 29, I'd ask 35.
Right.
It's 3 blocks from all the schools.
Right. All right.
So I'm not saying we gotta
Yeah.
go down to 30, but I had to put a number in.
Yeah, no, that's, yep.
But that, even with me and my wife, that lot's gonna go with the house. It's the play yard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
I
gonna sell
own-
that house or what? Are you trying to sell that house?
You wanna buy it?
Everything's for sale.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, keep your blessed land amount in there, yeah.
The old house sits on a lot and 3/4. I got a 3-car unattached garage.
Right.
And when I plotted to put the other house on that, I'd have 3/4 a lot to get that garage, and that was built in 2000, the following on, still in there. But I'm just asking for some
Yep.
kind of correction and stuff.
Yep. All right.
I talked to Tim Kaplan that's building a bunch of houses down on Opal, West Opal, the brand new ones out there.
Yep.
And there's 73 by 120s, the lots, but his walkouts are 55, and regular house lots are 50.
Okay.
So 10,000 in 1 year is just,
Yeah.
so.
All right. Questions for Terry? Thank you. Next up, we have Turtle Creek. They are not here. I don't know if you guys reviewed your packet, but this is on all their lots, right?
Correct. There's 3 on Turtle Creek Drive, or 4 in the restaurant, Tortuga.
And I looked at it pretty closely, but it looks like he's just asking for the increase to be knocked off, right? His request is to go to last year's
Go back
price,
to last
right?
year's, yep, that's what it looks like.
Okay, that's what I thought when I looked through it. I don't know.
Should we see what they were listed for?
Yeah, I don't know what he's,
Those lots on my turn.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say they're not, they're assessed too high when you're gonna sell it for.
Yeah, so Turtle Creek, Hartford,
Yeah.
South Dakota lots. Oh, they got one for sale right now at Heck for 45,000. That seems really cheap.
I don't know that we can ask this, but what did we do? I think we did the same exercise last year.
Not for Turtle
No.
Creek.
A couple of years ago.
Oh, maybe it's been a couple of years.
Last year, we did the other 3 that are on the north side of Nicholson that are coming up after these.
Okay.
but we didn't have any residential lots
Okay.
last
That's what we
year.
did.
It was
So
just
818 is,
undeveloped, bigger.
am I looking at
parcels.
this right?
Yeah, so it's got the route here.
Okay, so he actually has two applications right in here.
Right.
The other one is
I
for...
kind of just split them up because these are
Right.
basically all the
Right,
same
okay,
types
gotcha.
situation.
So he's assessed at 47, no, 46.
And those ones that are, he's selling for the 46,000, those are those Z lots, so they are
That's-
smaller lots.
yeah,
They're
that's-
smaller
yeah, you're
square
right on that.
footage.
I was looking at this bigger one.
But the ones that are the 69 are kind of a regular lot, which, you know, you'd put a single-family home, but the other ones are the smaller Z lots.
I don't know. It's listed for 20,000 more than what it's assessed for.
Think we'll work that out.
Okay, oh, here's the second bunch. Okay,
19.
man.
It'd be nice if the size was on here a little bit later.
There's a lot of lots in there at 70,000,
All right.
70 lots.
All right, anything more on the first one? If not, we'll look at the second one just briefly. That's down page 50 of your, you want to roll down there. Those we did discuss last year,
Yes.
right?
But he brought them to us last year wanting our classification changed from, right now they're classified as lots and acreage in a city or a town, this
Okay.
NAD. He
Okay.
wanted them to go to ag, because ag is cheaper.
Right,
You guys as a board can't change classifications, you can only change the valuation.
correct.
So
So-
we deferred it to the county because of that.
And obviously, they did not do it neither.
No, because they're
correct?
the same
'Cause it's back.
classification as
Okay.
they were.
All right,
And the feedback the county gave me last year was that per state law, to be classified as ag, they gotta be pursuing some sort of agriculture on the
Right.
land. So
Right.
that's why
Being
they have
farmed
them
or have
classified.
animals on it
Yeah.
or some, yeah, production.
So that's why they're classified the way they are, so I'm sure that's why they never
Right.
changed them if they went there after.
unless we build some good fences down there, we'd only running cattle,
No, hopefully not.
just saying.
We want to run a
We should get
wild.
chickens before we allow cattle.
Don't even go there.
It's like that's a can of worms.
Yike. All right, any
But now
questions?
this year, they're coming for the value, not the classification.
Not for the class, okay, okay. All right. Questions, anything, comments on Sam's or on Turtle Creek Highlands before we move on to the last one?
So just so I can understand this with the Turtle Creek, how many properties are there total that he's requesting here?
There's 15 residential lots in the first grouping, and then these
Three.
three
Okay.
bigger undeveloped parcels on the other side of Nichols.
If we decide to do anything with those lots, do we have to do that in individual motion for every single one?
I think you can just say as presented, and
We can
in my
refer
minutes,
to
I'll
whatever,
have
yeah.
them all
Yeah,
listed.
yeah.
If you want to go down to his value, but if you want to.
It's just hard to,
Or whatnot,
when
yeah.
someone's not here, it's just hard to
Right.
Right, where they come up with
to
the
know what the
numbers.
heck they
Yeah.
want.
Yep. All right. Anything else on that? If not, we'll move to the last one.
I'll explain this one a little bit. So I'll let Karen, I'll let her explain a little bit
Yeah.
about
Okay.
this one.
So this Central States appeal was actually emailed into the county directly from this firm, Savage and Brown LLC, out of Overland Park, Kansas.
Right.
And when I reached out to the county about it, I said, we've never done a commercial appeal. Can you give us any advice or any direction? What do we need to be looking at? And he said that, well, there's a lot of issues with that. He said, first of all, there's these companies out here that just watch assessment rolls, and when there's a huge change in a commercial property, they'll reach out to the owner and say, well, we think we can get your value down, and they work off commission and things like that. They call them tax reps. He said, we're thinking that's what this group is, because they're usually not from around here. So he said that there's a lot of issues with the information they have, the square footage. It
Right.
doesn't match with ours. They're missing some additions. We didn't count the front office square footage. There was a garage building erected that they didn't have. So he said there's a lot of issues with that. He reached out to them via email to kind of discuss it and maybe try to get it rectified and not have to come here, but he never heard back from him.
Okay.
He heard back, and the guy said, well, I'll look into it and let you know. And then that was the last. And I reached out today to tell him the time and the place of the meeting, and I never heard back either.
They're not gonna drive up from Kansas up here? They
Um,
must not wanna earn that commission.
The part that intrigued me was in the gentleman from the assessor's office, when he made the comment that an additional garage of 8,640 square feet was added with no record of a permit. So the first thing I did was call Kyle and said, hold on, did this get built without a permit?
No.
And he went and found it.
Yeah.
So when the assessor says that there's information issues here, that's maybe one,
Yeah, they don't have that.
but maybe it's on both sides. Maybe the county doesn't have, because I asked Kyle and he said, that would have got filed. The county
Yeah,
has
every
to have
month
known
we
that they
file
built
it.
this, built this garage on. But when I was reading through that, that's the first thing I thought, wait a minute, how did that happen? So,
I don't know.
then the power went out.
And then, yeah, that's a whole nother issue, yeah.
So, yeah, it seems like a lot of issues on their end, and yeah, maybe stuff is wrong with the county that they don't have recorded right, so I think this is one that just needs to be handled by them.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
Smith, this is the guy at the county, he said a lot of times once we respond to these companies with, you know, kind of some issues and stuff, you never hear from them again. They just kind of drop it, so, and that's kind of the trend we're getting, because he's not reaching back to him, and they didn't respond to me today either, so.
I mean, I get it, there's one up, that's a pretty good jump, you know. So,
And then they always.
But when you add additions, I mean.
well, see, that's the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Difference.
Yeah, are we,
And that was a pretty big addition.
yeah. Okay. Anybody else have any comments on that one? All right. All right, let's go back to the top and we'll see what everybody feels and see if we got any action that we want to take on any of these appeals. We'll start first with Charlene's thoughts, or anybody got any comments there?
Like I said, your actions can be, you know, you can do a reduction if you want to, or some kind of change to the value that's presented. You can defer it to the county, or you can take no action too as well, which essentially defers it to the county.
Everything we do defers it to the county.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no
Even
matter
if
what
we
you do
make
here,
a
the
record-
property
even if we-
owner can appeal it to the county no matter
But
what
even if we
happens.
do a reduction, they
Oh,
still
yeah,
have to go,
it's a-
so no matter what we do, they
Right.
still, if they,
And even whatever you do here, the county, when it goes to the county, they can override it too.
Yeah.
So they may not take, basically, we're kind of a suggestion of what should be done.
it's a really good use of our time.
Exactly, this process is just kind of a,
Yeah, I complain about it every year, so I have to do
you're
that
not the
every
only
year.
one.
Yep.
It's just, it's kind of a lengthy process for, yeah.
So you just need an opinion? Just
Either an opinion or, yeah.
You know, I'm gonna vote no on this. because of it's the square footage that throws me off. And if you guys can convince me, otherwise, I'm all for it, because I like your arguments, but that's what throws it.
Right.
Do I see this here correctly too, that actually the building assessment was 547 and this year it actually did go down to 541?
Yes.
Right.
So just the land went up. The total, it actually did go down from last year.
In total, it went down.
Yeah.
Right.
Little, I mean,
Right,
$1,000.
Yeah.
$1,000.
$1,000.
I would
Have-
second what he said, I agree. The square footage, you have amenities, you have, and the comps that were on our sheet, I feel like are,
Have you ever went to the county, to the, what do they call that, appeal?
It'd be
Appeal
the-
process, have you ever went to the county?
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I have to start here. And
Yeah, I get it. No, I was just
my-
asking
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
And when I'm looking at the square footage, I'm not looking at the upper part, I'm looking at the assessment square footage, at those numbers.
What are you seeing?
So I got 166 for you, and then 165 for Eric Circle, 215 for the Shamrock Drive, and then 132 for Eastern Drive. Or Eastern Alley. So those are the comps that we have here, and then these pretty much fall just below the, if you take the average of all of them.
That's what I was gonna say, I actually came up, I mean, your cost per square foot is not terrible.
because is that supposed to be Aaron Circle? I would
Yeah, I
imagine?
think it's supposed to be Eric.
It's supposed to be
Oh,
Aaron
yes,
instead of
I
Eric.
got it.
Yeah,
Where's
that's right, I was like, I'm pretty sure that's, I mean, because even you bring up the age of your house, but these comps, like this house is actually 9 years older than yours.
Yeah, these comps that they're looking at, these are all provided from the county, because they have all these records of the different amenities and stuff, because
Yeah.
we don't.
You can pull up any
I
comps that you want
Comes
on
with
my
the
street and the
sheets.
streets over. These houses are all very similar, similar amenities, similar views. We all have the same backyard. You know, I guess that's my point. So,
Yeah, I don't know if you looked at it per square foot. That's really where you see that big difference.
I would be in favor of deferring it to the equalization and arguing your case with the people that actually make the real decision. That's kind of where I'm at. As long as we're sitting here talking about it, and there's just,
Do you want to make that as a motion?
we'll see, I will
What are the options?
So it's
Defer to the county?
Defer to,
reduction
reduction, do nothing,
or
refer to the
Is it
county.
refer, sorry, did I say is it refer?
Well, yeah, I'm saying
Okay.
refer to.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna make a
refer, yes.
motion, I'm gonna make a motion to refer this to the county. So you can actually go there, argue your case, because no, we can say, hey, yep, we can say, yep, we agree with this. No matter what, you still have to go to the county and make that.
well, then just say you agree with it, and then we'll just take it from
I
there.
typically do, but.
Because here's the thing, I have the high, mine is the most expensive one, that is the only one on the block that's
Right.
over 500,000 in valuation. The only one on the entire Shamrock.
And that's why
except for-
you're gonna be a
Except
much-
for the one on the corner that has a pool that is brand new.
Right, you're gonna be much better, so that's where, you've done the research, right? Obviously,
Yeah,
obviously.
but if I can't convince my people in my community, then I'm not gonna be able to
I-
convince someone at the county,
I'm not saying you're not.
That's my argument.
Yeah, I'm not saying you're not, so hopefully you don't take that
Well,
motion.
it appears that way. If you agreed with me, you would support it.
I don't agree, I don't necessarily, I don't know if I agree or disagree with you. So that's why I'm saying go talk to the people, that's the context of my motion. You know, so, and actually, that's probably a better motion than saying, no, we're not gonna do anything. Like, we're not gonna allow a reduction, we're not gonna do any action. Those two motions, so my motion is probably the best option
Yeah, I agree.
in the
with that.
context with the feeling of the two people that have spoken up.
Yeah, well, being new to this, I just figured we'd
Yeah.
just defer all this to the county anyway. If-
Keith, I'm 100% on board with that, but
Did we get a second? No.
So I did make a
No.
motion. So I want to make my motion official. I want to refer it to the county, and I'm probably going to do that with every single person on board here.
Yep, and I'll second that.
Okay. Any
Keep it
discussion?
light.
Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote. Carlson?
Yes.
Matson?
Yes.
Boen?
Yes.
I'm going to be a yes. Klinkhammer?
No.
Daryl?
Yes.
Horacek? Yes? Schilling?
Yes.
All right. All right. Next one, we move to Alexander and Sarah Irvine.
There's also, theirs went down
That-
quite a bit. as
Quite a
well.
bit. A lot more than 24,000? A decrease in the total amount?
Did you run the square footage? Somebody run the square footage on that? Because that's probably,
Yeah, when you
Yes.
look at that page, it's a very,
Bottom, if you break it
Same-
down.
same.
oh, is it here? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, there we go.
same
Never
story.
mind.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
150 a square foot.
okay. All right, any action on this one?
Make a motion to refer to the county?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none. Schilling?
Yes.
Horacek?
Yes.
Klinkhammer?
No.
I'm going to be a no. Boen?
Yes.
Matson?
Yes.
Carlson?
Yes.
All right. Hagen's. Mr. Terry. My only comment on this one, he did nothing and it went up 10 grand. Right?
Yeah, you want to see them, we go.
Right, I believe you.
I mean, even you look at of these other properties, their lot values didn't even go up 10,000.
Right.
They raised everybody up in the neighborhood down there, 10 grand.
I think mine did.
Closer.
4,800.
That's $5.70 a square foot on a small lot. My double lot is like $4 and something. It's 82,000 on my lot and a half, and this one's at 62,000. I mean, I don't, but you can go through that book, just like Sean said. The town is so out of whack. I mean, 3 years ago, it's 48, now it's up to 62. Even if I put it on the market, 66-foot lot, except myself, nobody else can build on it. I'm a trash person, I get them all in one.
Well, even you look at the lot price of this Turtle Creek, those lot prices went up 2, 3, the highest one is 6,300. And those are
How much?
63.
How much?
6,300. Turtle Creek, yeah, 6,300, right? Is it-
on the biggest lot, that's for sale, that's how
Yeah,
much that one
Turtle Creek,
increased.
But you got,
Right, no, but that's what I'm saying though, but yours went up 10,000.
Yeah.
And this is a lot.
100-year-old lot.
Well, right, that's in the middle, like, these are lots that you're actually gonna sell and profit off of. And,
They have water and
I
electricity.
was saying,
in
and
those
they
lots.
have all the amenities
There's
piped in,
still
ready to.
All the Costellos out there, the guys are contracted to buy them for 50.
Looks like those all went up about 10. There's that.
And the other thing that's always crazy with this, even if we fix it for 1 year.
Well, we
Again,
don't
that's
fix
with
anything.
everything.
Well, we don't fix it, we just recommend.
Right,
Right.
but any changes, they're only effective for 1 year. which is
Whatever number gets through, I'm gonna look at it.
kind of why this process is silly. I'm on record, but it's kind of silly. Should just go over it.
It was a usable lot, had water and sewer on it, and it was on the market. Probably 40.
When does the
42.
county review?
The deadline to
Yeah.
file is April 7th.
Shall,
Then their boards start that next week and then go for however many weeks it takes.
Michelle, you know what
They
the
have
bid
several
is?
nights of it because they have so many for the
Yeah.
county.
Yeah,
Michelle, you know what the valuation on your lot is?
yes. I looked it up, I told
Yeah.
Chris, find my lot, find what it is.
How much is it?
180,
That's a house and everything.
that's house and land. I don't know what the
Your
land is.
valuation, your taxes and stuff are separate, land and structures.
We'll look it up.
Yeah, you can look it up.
Know your name, because if I don't know that, I can't be mad about it.
But my lot is also, my
Look at the
house,
rate taxes,
my
look
house,
at the-
that house was built in 1900.
Ours escalated probably about
1906.
3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
It was
this,
like 75,000.
I think this specific property is different, you know,
Or
when you
even the
look
empty lot
at
across the street from me.
other properties for
Oh, that's
sale in
true.
town.
We'll-
Look up the side up. Side up?
You have no water, no
Never.
sewer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
30,000
Sorry.
historical sale is the land portion.
30,000 for one.
What's Will Roberts?
Either way, you gotta go battle with the county.
Yeah, because that empty lot right across the
Appreciate your
street
time.
from me.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank
It's
you.
a high school thing for this.
Don't give up on it.
Yeah, I do.
So I think
Yeah,
that would
that's
be,
just that would be a comparable
Yeah.
size, because this
and
probably
I
is
think
66 feet
that one
wide.
has water and everything.
There used to
because
be a house
that-
on it.
There used to be a house on that,
Yep.
and it burned down.
No, we'll see if it died.
And I don't know if like Terry Creek, there's water.
He has no water, no, he has no water, no
Maybe
electric.
about comparable
That'd
size.
be your.
All the old ones are all
66.
66 loads.
Yep.
On Main Street.
Shoot for 45 and you might get that for 52.
All right,
Yep.
shoot.
I'll make a motion to set the, I guess, I don't even know how, because I'm not setting anything. I'm going to make the recommendation.
Recommendation, yeah.
I'm going to make the recommendation to set the assessed tax value for parcel 23581 at 45,000.
I'll second that.
All right, any more discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote. Carlson,
Kind of go no.
Matson,
Yes.
Boen.
Yes.
I'm gonna be a yes. Klinkhammer,
Yes.
Horacek,
Yes.
Schilling.
Yes.
All right,
I think you're the odd guy out.
that's all right.
Well, at least
Welcome
puts
to my
it,
world.
Hey, there's
Well,
puts it in
no,
line with.
Yeah, I didn't want to,
Did you finally go?
because I got to vote no again.
Yeah, she found Michelle's. What
Michelle's was 30.
Michelle's was
That's a
30.
great
I
thing.
can't change.
You can't find
I-
Will's?
For me, I
No, you can, well,
didn't want to do one.
but this one is, I would say this one is different, because you're not,
With the sewer and stuff.
dude, I mean, look at, you know, I'm not like a real estate expert, but still, I'm, you know, that's a great thing, is that,
I think it's a good
yeah.
Because I know he's
Yeah.
tried to sell it, because I've tried to buy it, and he wants like 78,000. I was like, you're crazy.
So
Are you-
Will's is 30,300 too.
What's that?
Will's is 30,000.
Yeah, so there's sections, and then there's the greenhouse, and then an empty lot.
We have a big house.
yeah,
That's the sad part about it.
okay.
What was that one at?
30,300.
So,
That's the sad part, you got the old part of
I'm
town
waiting
all
for this,
thirty.
because I was not gonna.
It's always been that way, you're right.
What's that?
I said I was determined.
All of Figer, all the way down to Nicholson is all.
No,
Okay.
last, there's a few that I regretted approving.
Yeah, but those people will have
On Turtle Creek, I'm gonna make a blanket motion that we refer all Turtle Creek properties to the county.
second.
Any discussion?
Was that you, Sean?
I did second, yes, ma'am.
I don't ever get to make a motion, so I don't know what to do. Because these meetings don't ever let me make a motion. Any other discussion? If not, we'll vote. Carlson,
Yes.
Matson,
Yes.
Boen.
Yes.
I'll be a yes.
Yes.
Klinkhammer, yes. Horacek?
Yes.
And Schilling.
Yes. Keep talking.
All right. The last one is the Central States deal. I think, again, I think that's when we gotta let them guys figure this out. I don't know how, I really don't know, based on the information we given, how we would make a recommendation.
How you would even decide that?
How we would
You
go
don't even
about-
know
That's my opinion. I don't know, because I looked at this afternoon, and then when I think I probably scared Kyle when I said, hey, you got a building permit on this? I think I probably scared Kyle when I called it. I bet he thought, oh man, did we not?
Did we, did I?
Oh, I bet I got him nervous.
I'll make a motion to refer the Central States Manufacturing assessment, I'll make a motion to refer that to the county.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote. Schilling.
Yes.
Horacek.
Yes.
Klinkhammer.
Yes.
I'll be a yes. Boen.
Yes.
Matson.
Yes.
Carlson. All right, next up,
Next up, we have another one?
yeah, we gotta verify the roll book.
Oh, jeepers. I gotta look at it, I'll bring it over.
There you go, read every page.
You guys got 25 hours?
This is available to research anytime you wanna come into the office. Sean?
Come back tomorrow.
Yeah, who wants to go down to the brewery and check this out for about 20 hours?
You need to sit in on
It's in your
it.
box. You could, yeah.
I used to do that, set them up, and it would just scare you. It just scare you. If you really figure out lots and stuff like that.
Yeah.
How is this categorized? This, just out of, I'm just looking at my own.
That's hard. It's
Okay,
easy.
there's an alphabetical section or there's a by parcel number section.
Okay,
So
I
you
might have to have
go
you help me with this
alphabetical.
later.
You don't know your alphabet?
I don't, I went to West Central. Ouch! I went to West Central.
She said it's alphabetical, and he's like, I'm gonna need help.
Well, okay.
I mean, as
To my defense, there are three, there's,
As the school representative, that worries me.
hey, I was
Too late.
I was the homecoming king. I was a big deal back
Yeah,
then.
you were. Bill.
Hey.
Bill, you were a big
No, I'm still
deal.
living that. I'm still living it. I deserve that.
You peaked at 18, congrats.
I know, right? It's all downhill. You know what, are we having a discussion or are you looking for a motion here?
No, we get, just glance through, if anybody wants to look at it, we can look at it. You find
This
yours?
is like what Trump
You
does when
didn't
he
need a
signs
motion
something.
to approve it at some point.
All we need to do is approve the roll, so.
Okay.
I was gonna.
If y'all wanna find your own and look at it, go
Other
ahead.
than what it seems to be, in terms of, yeah,
I'll make a motion to approve the roll.
second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote. Carlson.
Yes.
Matson.
Yes.
Boen.
Yes.
I'll be a yes. Klinkhammer.
Yes.
Horacek.
Yes.
Schilling.
I have no idea.
Yes.
All right.
And that's why.
No other business in front of the board? I'd call for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
And a second?
Second.
All in favor?
You didn't say those opposed.
Those opposed?
No.
Everybody said aye.
You want to keep me in for a while? One of the